Well, the wait is almost over. The Election Commission of India is all set to hold a press conference today at 2:30 p.m. where it will announce the poll dates of the three northeast states, namely Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland. The 5-year term of assemblies of Nagaland, Meghalaya and Tripura would end on March 12, March 15 and March 22 respectively, and before that period, new assemblies have to be constituted. Yes, viewers, there is a big story that we are tracking today. The Election Commission of India is all set to hold a press conference today at 2:30 p.m. Now the ECI will be announcing the poll dates of the three northeastern states, namely Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland, during the press conference. Now it can be mentioned here that the 5-year term of assemblies of Nagaland, Meghalaya and Tripura would end on March 12, March 15 and March 22nd respectively. But before that, new assemblies have to be constituted. And yes, well, viewers, well, in the run-up to the assembly elections in the three poll-bound states, Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland, all political parties are gearing up to give their best performances so that they can get elected to the assembly for the next 5 years tenure. And for that, the Election Commission of India will be holding a press conference today at 2:30 p.m. and they shall be announcing the dates for the polls. And to get more updates on the preparations going on or happening rather in Nagaland, I'm being joined live by my colleague 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏. Hi Sarah, good afternoon to you. So indeed a very big day. Everyone has been waiting for this day and finally it has arrived. So tell us about the situation there as far as the political scenario is concerned.
Well, yes, a very good afternoon to you and to all the viewers, 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏. Well, yes, everybody has been waiting for the Election Commission of India to announce the dates for the 2023 state election polls in the state of Nagaland and the two other northeastern states. Well, the Election Commission of India bench had visited the state was here in the state of Nagaland for a 2-day visit to look into the, to review on the state preparation on the election process here. And well, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, as we all know, the situation here in Nagaland, a lot of people, the Nagas, have been demanding for an early solution to the vexed Indo-Naga political issues. And just last week, the NPAC had announced for a statewide ban demanding for solution before elections, and likewise a lot of sections of people are also demanding the same. We also have the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization who are demanding for a separate statehood, and they have categorically stated in their August 26 resolution in Dimapur that the eastern areas, the 7 tribes from the 6 districts, will not be participating in any of the state or central elections. So the resolution of the ANPO still remains the same. Although the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Mr. Nefario, have clearly stated that if there is no solution before the elections are announced, then all the political parties will be participating in the 2023 polls. So there is a mixed reaction to the announcement of the election here in the state of Nagaland. As we recall back, we had witnessed just during the eve of the 2018 general elections, a lot of civil society organizations and the tribal bodies had come forward chanting the chorus for solution before election, which was compromised in the last hour, and the state had gone ahead with the elections. However, the promise, people are still counting on the promise which the BJP party had given to the Naga people, and as the 5-year term comes to an end, a lot of people are still hopeful. So even though the ECI announced and the political parties, as we can see, have already started the preparations for the elections from the grassroots level from last year itself, we are yet to see any major move from the political parties. So we all look forward that as soon as the ECI announces the date for the elections today, the political party will actively start preparing for the elections despite the call for solution before the General Assembly elections. Chipen.
Oh, yes, well, that's right, Sarah. So Nagaland Assembly elections is closer, definitely, and their tenure, 5-year tenure, is expiring in March. And today, the ECI is going to announce the poll dates. But as of now, none of the political parties have made it public, or they have publicized the names of the candidates and which constituency they will be contesting from. So are we expecting the announcement from the political parties anytime soon?
Oh, well, yes, absolutely. Like I've mentioned, even the Congress Screening Committee was here last week, to do the screening for the party, and all the political parties are gearing up, but no official announcements have been made. To what we have heard from our sources is that the political parties, after the announcement of the from the Election Commission of India, they will soon be announcing the list of the candidates. So, well, if election does happen in the state of Nagaland, then this election is being, as per observers, is going to be one of the most happening elections, if I am to say, as we are expecting a lot of new faces and veteran politicians, and this is going to be a big fight between 4 major political parties here in the state, that is NPF, NDPP, BJP, and the Congress Party. We also have new political parties like the RPP, the Rising People's Party, which was formed not very long ago. So even RPP, they are looking forward to give a tough fight to the major regional and national political parties in the state, and as per sources, that there are going to be a lot of independent candidates who will be contesting in this 2023 assembly polls. And I would also like to add a point here, Chipen, is that the political parties in many of the statements have reiterated that all of them are for an early solution. However, if election is, if at all, is announced for the state, then the political parties are ready to give a good fight.
Yes, that's right, Sarah. So, yes, talking about the entry of new political parties in the scene in Nagaland, the RPP, let's say, and the National People's Party. So these two parties, do they look like they are going to become kingmakers just in case the elections come to pass?
Well, Chipen, I think it is very early to comment anything on this, as they, like I've stated, there are going to be a lot of independent candidates as well, and this will be the first fight especially for the Rising People's Party. It is going to be the first election where they will be contesting, and this time around, we are also going to witness a lot of women candidates. That is what we are hearing, as there are a lot of speculations going on. We also got to know that there are candidates that are vouching to contest from the Congress Party as well, and even on independent tickets. If it's not early for me to say that the founder of the YouthNet company here in the state of Nagaland, Mrs. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗘, is also looking forward to contest in this 2023 election. So definitely, if elections take place in the state, then it is going to be very interesting, as a lot of new faces and veteran politicians will be giving a very tough fight to each other. And as per announced by the ECI during the press conference, this time there are 13,09,651 electorals, where 6,53,616 are male and 6,53,035 are female. So altogether, more than 13 lakhs will be exercising their franchise in this 2023 polls, and also there are more than 30,000 first-time voters that have registered in the state of Nagaland.
Yes, Sarah. So in 2018, I have one more question for you. In 2018, the demand for solution before election, it resonated so loudly, it amplified so loud, but somehow it was compromised. And now 2 Christmases have passed, and now we are almost, knocking at the door of the elections. So what do the Naga political workers, especially the NSC and IM, the NNPGs, have to say? What updates do you have on this? Because the election, if held, the political parties will go ahead with it. What is their opinion on this?
If I may say, the Chief Minister yesterday, while speaking to a section of reporters, had clearly stated that a solution depends on the negotiating parties, as the 60 legislators are only acting as facilitators, so they are not a party to the talks. So it all entirely depends on the NSA and IM and the 7 Naga national political groups on how to deal. Well, as far as NSA and IM is concerned, they have not come out with any statement with regard to the elections that are going to be held. But there was a statement from the 7 NNPGs where they have supported the demand of the call for a statewide ban from the Nagaland Public Action Committee, which was slated to happen on 14th of January. However, that was deferred due to the appeal made by the CNTC for a meeting to discuss on the Naga political issue. So as of now, there is no concrete statement from any of the Naga negotiating parties whether they
Exactly.
want the election to be deferred or whether they want an early solution
Exactly.
first before the elections.
Yes, Sarah, thank you very much. I appreciate your inputs. I shall be coming back to you for this.